Hey everyone, today we have this lovely little gift to colour in on our day 6 of our advent calendar from Rita Berman's lovely book, Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten, I say in my best rubbish German. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what colours to do this. I don't want everything to be the same colour, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. And we have got blues and pinks and purples and greys here, so we're going to do something very different here. I'm thinking maybe we need to put some yellows in here, so sort of golds, or maybe even orange. Yeah, let's do that. I've just got this really nice long new orange. It's actually, it's just called Cadmium Orange, and I think it's rather pretty. So we'll do that for this side of the box here. And we'll start there. It's a lovely warm colour, feeling a little bit chilled. So rather nice to do something warm. I tell you a funny story actually. I was colouring wintry pictures. What did I colour? I'm trying to think. I coloured some little birds in the snow from Rita's. Might have been in this book. Yeah, there it is. Look, snowy birds. I coloured that one the other day, and then. I got really cold. It was a very cold day, and so I had to go and grab my magical jungle and go and colour something warming so that I could feel a bit warmer. There's a problem with colouring cold pictures on cold days, isn't it, really? I think it's quite interesting actually. It's almost tunes into the Christmas in July concept, where, you know, if you think about cold things in the summer, maybe in the... No, because of course Christmas in July is in Australia, isn't it? I actually did it when I was there. And I'm going for a darker orange now for the dots. Just trying to find one. Here we go. This is dark cadmium orange. So anyway, the in Australia, that's right, they do there's a sort of roast dinner in July because that's their winter, and in their on Christmas Day it's their summer, and it's too hot to necessarily want a really big meal. So that's quite interesting. And we did that when we visited. I'm going to use this this dark orange also for some of the lid, just to tie it together, because you wouldn't have a lid on a box that was totally different to the bottom, not sure. Lid is different to the base. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So this is really simple colouring because it's quite a flat item really. What should we do for the... I'm going to use the yellow now for this. This is called dark cadmium yellow, and it's almost a sort of orangey yellow. So I'm going to use that for these stripes. Now this is a double page picture because this goes across here, as you can see. So, but you don't have to match in both pages together, just do this bit the same. We've got a pretty stocking on this side to do, which I'm looking forward to doing at some point. But anyway, we finished that one really quickly. So I'm just having a little look around to see whether there's something else we can do as well. And I have found something lower down in the page. We've got an acorn here and here. I'm going to do this one today, and I'm going to do it differently to how I do this one, I think, if I can remember when I get round to doing the other one. Now, the main part of the acorn, I'm going to start with this, which I can't even read it myself. This is the burnt ochre. Can you see? No idea. And we just put down a layer of burnt ochre to start with. What I tend to do is I make the actual acorn itself a little bit lighter than the shell part. I remember as a child actually we used to find just the empty shell, because obviously the squirrels have been after the rest, and it would have a little stem on, and the stem would stick out at a strange angle, so it would look like a little pipe, but it would be, you know, about that big, and we would have great fun pretending that we had a pipe, which I guess these days you wouldn't want to encourage your children to do. But anyway, it didn't matter. It was a bit of harmless fun. It didn't make me want to take up smoking, so I don't think it's really a problem. Right, so what I want to do is a few lines on the acorn, because they're not often just completely plain. So I've grabbed this very dark brown. This is the Walnut Brown. Can't see that. Maybe you can see that. Maybe you can't. Who knows? And I'm just going to do a few lines. Some of them follow this shape of the nut and some of them are a bit more straight like that. And I'm also going to just darken the edge just a tad more. There we go. And then we're going to do this bit. So I'm going to do an even layer of the Walnut Brown. And then I'm going to darken it at the edges just by layering it up a bit. It's still quite a simple colouring today, but I think everyone's probably quite busy to be doing lots of colouring. But it's a nice way to stop and chill at the end of a busy day, isn't it? But there we go. That's that one. Now I think we can do this one as well. Now, as I said, I was going to do it differently, so I thought if I did it with you, then I would remember that I said I was going to do it differently, or else I might forget what I'd done and end up doing it really similarly. So let's grab some different colours for this one. Let's take the Bistre. Maybe there you can see it, I just don't know. Anyway, and I'm going to colour in the nut part. Now this one has got shadow drawn on this side. That one had sort of shine drawn on that side. This one's got shadow, so it's a little bit different, which is good. Oops, that bit doesn't want to colour. Sometimes I find you get a tiny flaw in the paper. There, I've got it. And it doesn't, the pencil doesn't lay down nicely. I've never come across that in one of Rita's books before. I had it in a few of Johanna's. But I'm trying to layer down more layers at this end where that shadow is marked and keep it lighter over here. Now you could take a darker brown and go over there. You could take a lighter, like a yellow, to make it look more shiny over there. So it's up to you. I'm just layering it up a little bit and having fun with it. There we go. Now I'm going to go less dark on the top of this one so that it looks a little different. So this is the burnt umber that I'm going to use. Oh, I read it then. About there? Don't know. Now here, you can see we've got lots of different bits, and I'm going to try and colour them separately. You don't have to. If you find that too tricky, then don't. Just do it all as one block. And if you find it, copy this. So do it darker on this side and lighter to there. But I'm not going to do that because we've got lots of little bits. I'm going to colour each one with a darker bit there and a lighter bit towards the rounded edge. I don't know how easy it is to see what I'm doing with it being so small. So I'm trying to make it darker where it looks like they're overlapping and there will be more shadow, and then lighter towards the edge of the little piece. And hopefully it will help to make it look like it's got a little bit of texture in that these aren't sitting flat. They're slightly overlapping each other. As I say, it's tricky with something small, and you can take a bit more time than me trying to get some more colour up into that area where they will be overlapping. But also you could use a darker colour if you wanted to. You could use a black, a dark sepia I would recommend. Yeah, or your walnut brown, something like that. But I'm just going to persevere with this one. Have some fun. Not worry too much about it being too perfect. But there we go. So I'm just going to go back in and just darken all those top areas that I want a little bit darker. You do need a sharp pencil for this. It helps you get more colour pushed into the page, and helps you get into all those little details as well. And having more of a contrast between the dark and the light helps a lot as well. But not too much, that one's too light. Just going to add a little bit more on there. There we go. I'm going to leave that now. If I fiddle with it anymore, I shall probably end up spoiling it. So there are our two acorns, and remember, we are actually here to do this present. I'm actually looking at this bow and wondering whether to colour in, but I don't think so because we haven't done any of the others that look like that, so I'm just going to leave that one for today and not do that because, as I say, we haven't done any of the others, so it'll look a little bit odd. So that's us today. Quite a simple present, but a couple of fun acorns as well. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Happy colouring!